the same person, the same exact person that he was at 400 pounds, that he is at, we'll say 200 pounds, so he was at that point. And they were like, okay, like everybody was hesitant about it, my close friends. And I was like, I'll just go meet with him, see if he's changed and stuff like that. And then, over time, we started texting regularly and what have you. And I'm like, I mean, he's not the person he was at his worst. That is for sure. But the best thing I said to him after probably a year of us being friends again was, I'm glad you lost all this weight, because now people can see what a real asshole you really are.
5, 4, 3 all the way. Then we got to one finger salute. We have Caffeine Controversy, the podcast.
Men's Mental Health Awareness Month is, you were and through that whole time, you were also in a dark place too.
At that time, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because you were going through healing those wounds. I mean, just losing the weight was like one step, even though it was like a 20, 30 step process to lose the weight. But that was only one step. There's still been healing going on still to this day. And, Cara has been a big help with that, clearly. So my whole point is that it doesn't have to be whitewashed or bland to be a positive person. But I do think you have it in you to send out positive messages in your own Levi way, because obviously I'm very sarcastic outside of this. It's probably not coming across in this video right now, but we obviously just celebrated my 10-year anniversary here at Get Strong. Not to keep bringing it back to that, but you saw the room was filled up, right? Yeah. And clearly there's a certain way I speak to people here, my members, that resonates with them for some reason, that they all do think I'm funny. They all think I'm can be very mean at times, but I wouldn't be successful if I wasn't, in some way they understood there was a level of kindness and caring. And I think you have that as well. There's a way of doing it that you have to find it, but the times you've done it, and I've seen you do it in here when you were a trainer here. I've seen you do it with members. Yeah. I've seen you do it as a presentation when you've done it at the libraries. And I just think, personally, we have so much negativity that in the world that we should all try to strive to be more positive. Even though I do it myself with the layer of, for lack of a better term, I mean, I did just get a trophy that said world's biggest asshole, but yes, I am slightly a jerk when I do it, but people know there's kindness under that layer. Like, there's never evil intent when I make my jokes or anything like that.
Isn't like the Grinch your whole theme?
The mean one? Yeah. That's, people think I'm...
So... My whole thought process with that is I do agree with you that I can be impactful and positive for a lot of people. There's just one problem. I don't fucking want to.
And why is that, Levi? Why don't you want to be a beacon of hope for people and a positive person anymore?
I want to be real for people.
You can be real and be nice and kind.
Where we, as much as, put it like this, this room was filled with people that completely love you, but also hate you.
Yes.
And that's totally fine.
Yes.
I am on the other end because of how I was living my life.
Yeah.
I'll have a room of people that hate me, but they also love me.
Yeah.
And there is a difference.
No, I get that.
And this is where I will always say this. I know I can be positive, and I know I can lead people, and I know I can do those things. And the thing is that I'll be honest with you, it's a facade of me. I truly and honestly believe the world is shit, and then you die.
Honestly, I don't disagree with that.
So then my process is, why would I sugarcoat it and doctor it up and tie it up in a little bow to make you believe that tomorrow is going to be better? It might not be. No. But at least you get another tomorrow for you to make another fucking chance where it could be a better day. But what
was wrong with that? That was very positive.
But that's just the thing. It won't be.
I think part of the reason too that he doesn't want to necessarily.
When did this fucking thing turn all about me?
It's all about you.
You're
It's
gonna be
all-
on my side for this one? Okay, let's see what this goes.
The reason I think that you don't want to be that like.
Vulnerable?
No,
Okay.
he's very vulnerable.
Okay.
He talks a lot about attempted on his life and trauma and abuse to himself. He's very open and vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is because he has to be that fake nice as the role of HR for work.
Ah.
He wants to come home and just be himself.
Yeah.
And that's out of pocket hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to have to bring work home and make what this is supposed to be fun feel like work.
Yeah, I get it. I get that.
See?
That's one for you.
Thanks.
No, okay. I will.
Okay.
But would you say, in this whole process of when you began your weight loss and changing your life and everything like that, were there people online that you looked at and tried to find messaging that would help you? I mean, how did you?
I didn't find people online until after I lost the weight.
So where did you find all your tricks to lose the weight?
I read
Where'd you read it?
in a book.
What book?
Like I had, there were a couple different books that I read. So there was online Arnold's Pumping Iron, which
Oh.
you then gave me the hard copy of.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I told you that was something that was inspirational to me. Then
That was an encyclopedia. No, was it the art about the life of the
the
bodybuilder?
art of bodybuilding.
Or something? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, the
So
Arnold.
there was,
I love
there
the
was
book. Yeah.
there was that one, and then there was another book that was done by Frank Zane, which I actually
Yeah.
loved his book, and then it was also about God, it's gonna fucking nut. Something with his last name, not Schumacher or some shit like that. But he's one of the top exercise scientists in terms of like calorie in, calorie out.
Okay.
So then I read about that as well, and then just combining all those things, created my own style. And then I also found, then from there, I was like, oh, you know, I like, this is something, again, I obsess about numbers. And I go on YouTube, and there was a guy talking about numbers, which was actually John Glaude, who I now know. And I fell in love with his product and process, and I was like, oh, this is good. And then I started watching him. And then it was a series of other YouTube videos just for me to tune out to. But it was still it was tuning out to tuning. It was not even tuning out. It was just turning the dial up more and more and more and more and more. And then that was what I used a lot of the time, just like for when I needed to mentally stay locked in, but physically needed to tap out, I would watch shit.
Yeah, but when you when you started working here, you definitely like knew so much about like all protein alternatives, right? Like
Yeah.
the fact that you like said tempeh to me, I was like, how the hell does he know about
Yeah.
this stuff?
You read it.
Did you read this online, or did you find a book about all these alternative proteins?
Online. It was more so just like I went to Google, and I would go and read into the different alternatives of like certain things that you have. Like, so obviously everything's based, like, so again, if I want to nerd out, like everything's based on a 100-gram scale for protein.
Yeah, I know that.
So
I know
there-
that.
so for
but my
me-
point is, you're gonna go off on a tangent. Where did you find the information?
Online.
You found that, yes. So you did you Google search protein alternatives?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you find videos on it?
I did, but I didn't watch them.
So it was only articles you read? Okay. All right. So, I mean, my whole point that I was trying to get to is somebody gave you the message and you could be the messenger for somebody else.
I'm not writing shit down. If you
That's my point. You're doing it. You can do it in video form now because that was also.
Yeah. But
I
this
mean,
is
it's
where-
almost 10 years ago that you started the
But
weight
this is
loss
where-
process.
I feel like this will yield into reason why I don't want to do it. And I mean, I try not to beat around the bush, but here we are. The reason I don't want to do it, I'm extremely burned out with fitness.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that if that was.
I'm
Do you
so
go to the
burned.
gym anymore?
It's been a month.
About 2 months.
Holy, wow, really?
I needed a break.
Yeah, I mean, which I don't disagree with. Everybody needs a break at some
And
point.
it's not even a
How
break
you
for me
feeling?
physically. Like my weight has only gone up 2 pounds.
It's good. So you've been still zoned in on.
I still weigh myself. I still have a protein goal, but I don't track calories anymore.
Good for you.
He hasn't tracked his food in months.
Yeah. I
He broke
literally
his
needed a
streak
break.
on his app even.
Wow.
I needed a break. And the
I
reason
completely
is
agree with
that I was getting ready to compete, and I was getting ready.
Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. We'll bring it back to that.
Mm-hmm.
What made you say, hey, I need a break from this thing that is actually making me healthier, but hey, I'm burnt out from it?
Grief.
Grief from your mother's loss.
Mm-hmm.
The loss of your mother, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
How you
needed.
been dealing with that over this last year? Obviously, we haven't had a chance to really catch up, besides the wedding.
Probably the most difficult year of my life.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, she meant so much to you.
And
Obviously, it's your mother, but some people don't have a great relationship with their mother.
Yeah.
So, but you did.
So it was probably the most difficult time in my life where I just. I went as soon as everything was all done. Like after we left here for the funeral, we drove back home. I went to the gym.
Yeah.
Because that was my place of peace.
Yeah.
And then I'll be honest, through going through the process of grief counseling, and then
You do go counseling? I'm so happy to hear that.
I do grief counseling, and
Do
I
you do
therapy.
in person or you go online?
Online.
Or? Okay, how's that going for you?
Easy. It's easy. Like it's you have I have my wife, and it's
You go with it?
No.
Okay.
But I talk to her.
Okay.
But it's a process where, as much as I have my wife, I don't want her to be the carrier of all my problems
No,
and burdens.
I don't want that. No.
Because she has her own.
Yeah.
And as much as I understand that I share with her, and I do share with her more than anybody else, at the end of the day, I have to almost get my feelings prepared before I deliver it to her.
Yeah, because I mean.
I do cry instantly. So.
Oh yeah. Of course.
So there's that. But no, I do my grief counseling, and then I also do therapy, and they work well for me, and that's why I realized I need to take a break, because I can't. I'm 40 years old now, 41, and
as of yesterday.
I physically.
Yesterday was June 5th.
Yeah, June 2nd, I turned 41. I physically can't beat my body to shit anymore to heal.
Yeah.
So I needed to take a break, and it's the first real break that I had since I moved to Pittsburgh, and it's been good for me.
I'm happy that,
for the sense of I needed to learn how to have another coping mechanism other than throwing around a 100-pound dumbbell.
Yeah.
And I still have the itch to go to the gym, I actually wind up forcing myself not to.
Interesting.
Because if and I know there's a difference between working out and training.
Absolutely.
And
I hate working out.
I hate working out as well.
Yeah, I like to train.
I love to train.
Yeah.
But when I look at my process of how I was training, and I can say I was training differently, it was throw as much weight on the bar and fucking go. It's not. You don't live a long life like that.
No.
I remind myself of. I actually use this in grief counseling. It was a statement that you said, is that the whole point is to keep them coming back, Levi.
Yeah, the workout. Yeah,
You
absolutely.
know,
I mean, the training session. Yeah.
So
the nomenclature is to say workout, but there's a difference between working out and training session.
My
yes.
philosophy was what's your end game?
Yeah.
What's your long game?
Yeah.
I look at it professionally. We're at the age we got to start thinking about retirement if we haven't already. So, what's your end game? What's your end game with training? So I had to figure out, and there's two ways for me to go, because I am only 41, and I have at a fork in the road with my training. And it'll be honest with you, it's either I downsize and get to 200 pounds, which 200 pounds to me is pretty lean, or I hop on and see how far I can take it.
Yeah, but
then there's another long game.
Yeah.
So.
That terrifies me, because I think you already have a heart condition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And kidneys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't need to do any of that stuff.
But those are the options, right?
Okay. So let's bring it back. This is my counseling session for him, because you see he goes off on tangents. You got to bring him back in here.
I've been married to him for a while now. I'm well aware.
Yeah, dude. But how good are you reeling him in? Because he seems to be going off the left to right over here. Let's get back. So the mental. So you've taken a break from training.
Yep.
Which is that's awesome. I'm glad you did that, because I know how much you were beating yourself up. What has been your new coping mechanism?
Expressing my feelings.
And so, essentially, this, because
The podcast has been, I think, a new way for you to get things out.
Yeah.
And I think making some changes to the house.
It's good.
Like,
Yeah, decorating matters to me. I like doing that.
yeah.
Nice. Great.
And like, he just, before we came here, completely gutted and cleaned up the basement.
Ooh.
So trying to make some extra space and have some stuff for, like, just so that it's better for all of us in the house.
Yeah, of course.
So but I definitely think the podcast and the social media has been like a big thing for him.
Okay.
Because it allows him to not hide or filter.
Yeah. His feelings and
And
stuff.
he can, I think, finally be himself.
Yeah.
Because I know he's been put in a box a lot because of being shy and quiet and the stutter and stuff with past traumas.
Yep.
Past relationships had him
Yep.
one way. Work has him one way. And social media and the podcast is pretty free reign.
Oh, we're gonna make a breakthrough today. I like it. I'm feeling it right now. Took us an hour and a half to get here, but we're going. All right. So now, you're taking 2 months off,
Yeah.
and you're doing the podcast, and you're expressing yourself. This is great. Do you find that you get a high after, like when we training, right? When we're lifting
It's
and
not
throwing.
the same.
Is it better? Same? Obviously, it's not the same, but it's
It's not better.
no.
No.
So is that why you feel like you have to make so much more contact because the hit is not as good, so you have to keep doing it?
No, I do. I honestly just I was like, oh, this is funny. Post.
Okay.
I like seeing the numbers more than anything else. I feel like the numbers is probably like the high.
Oh yeah. I would, based on how you were talking
Yeah,
an hour and a half
like,
ago about the algorithm,
I feel like
I almost fell asleep and fell off this couch.
I feel like
Yep.
the numbers are the high. To me, there's like, I can't chase the weight on the bar like how I used to anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But and I will tell anybody, there's no better feeling when you get under a bar and you're like, oh shit, it's time to go.
Yeah. No, I agree.
That's probably like the closest, the top high I ever had is when it's you and somebody else and you're meeting in the hole in football. That's the number one high.
Yeah.
That's the number one high.
Yeah.
Cause it'll be and I want to you.
So
And-
nice. So once again, back to men's mental health awareness, and you wanting to keep somebody on the football field. Do you feel you're gonna get back into the gym?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel you're gonna start out with just some workouts versus training? I would suggest.
I mean,
as your friend and a career.
The last couple times, like when we were going together, I would tell her, she was like, are you working out or training? I was like, I'm working out.
Okay, that's good. No.
Like, it wasn't.
Are you still going to the gym, Cara?
She goes with
Oh,
me.
when he so you haven't gone. You asshole.
Yeah.
She was doing so well, and now you just dropped her like a bad habit, man. That
Yeah.
ain't good.
So,
So
like,
back to men's mental health awareness month, okay? As a black man in America, how much pressure do you feel knowing that your best friend is a white man and you're married to a white woman?
yep.
How much pressure do you feel every night knowing that Dr. Umar Johnson's just staring at you?
He's
over-
commenting on our post.
I know he is.
Yeah.
I truly enjoy him, and I know he's gonna hate the fact that I enjoy listening to him. I know, and I'm a nobody. He don't care who the hell I am, but he's not gonna like the fact that a white man enjoys him speaking. But I digress. So back to Men's Mental Health Awareness Month here, Levi.
Yep.
Where would you, on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you rate your mental health right now compared to, let's say when you won the bodybuilding championship?
When I won the bodybuilding championship, I was at a 2.
A 2.
Yeah.
Out of 10 being the best ever.
Yeah.
And you were at a 2.
Yeah.
Okay. How are you feeling right now?
8.
So that is an interesting thing to talk about here. Not that we should spend much more time here because it's been 2 hours. But my point is, you can be a champion bodybuilder, champion, and feel like crap. And at the other end of the spectrum, you could not be training, be dealing with the grief of the loss of a parent, and feel like an 8.
Yeah.
Champion, orphan. And yet the orphan feels so much happier than the champion.
My dad's not. He's too.
Yes. So that would make you an orphan. Okay?
I mean, he's got more ginger in his life.
That's true.
So.
Okay. There we go.
So is this ginger and cinnamon?
Okay. So back to Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Levi, we are going to talk about what makes you feel, what the difference between the 2 and the 8. What were you feeling that day? What were some of the things? You know, you can broad stroke it and broad stroke the 8 right now, like 2 or 3 things. Let's not go down a huge rabbit hole. But what were like 2 or 3 things that were like, this is the worst day of my life?
It was over.
It was over. So like the fact that everything you trained for was finally.
It wasn't even everything that I trained for, because it was at a point where, to be honest, at that point in time, like I knew certain things were ending.
Yeah.
So that I knew then, and I was just masking.
Yes.
I also, at that time, when I had touched down in Vegas, I found out my aunt died.
Oh, yes, I remember that. I'm sorry.
And then it was also like when she died, I couldn't be there for my mom.
Yeah.
So that, because
you were in Vegas.
I was in Vegas,
Yeah.
and I am, as much as I am an asshole, I am a giver. So like I couldn't give. So it was at a point where I felt like I was at a 2 because I had nothing left to give. Even though I won, I felt like I failed.
You felt like because you weren't there for your mother?
I wasn't there for my mother.
Okay.
One, and even though I won, I couldn't feel anything.
Yeah. Okay.
I was numb before I left. I was more numb when I won, and then when I came home, it was like, all right, I gotta go back to work.
Yeah.
You know, so it was that.
Yeah.
Now being at an 8.
Yeah. Well, what are the broad strokes on number 8 right now? What's you're a married man. I'm assuming that's one of the broad strokes.
Yeah. I don't feel.
I want to make sure because I know he might forget you.
No, it wasn't even that. 'Cause I'll be honest with you. It's like, as much as I love her and she's the best thing that's ever happened to my life, like, my mental health is mine.
Yes.
So I never have felt like I mattered as much as they treat me as I matter.
Meaning Cara and her family.
So like, I feel like I'm valued more.
Yeah. Yeah, because I never valued you.
I felt like, so that's one. So that helps me with the fact that obviously I know I have worth, but they ensure that I know that I have worth.
Yeah. There was a very long period of time when we reconciled where I had to beat you up verbally to let you know what your worth was in that time to hopefully turn the corner, which you did, and you ended up in Pittsburgh.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. That's all right. No, it's great. So
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you finally found
there was that.
people that see the value in you besides me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Realizing that the stage is not everything, is about the work.
The stage of bodybuilding. Yeah.
Like I love lifting, I love training, and I love going to the gym. But it's about the work.
Yeah.
The stage is the efforts of your work, but it's like,
Have you? I mean, we talked about this before. Have you thought about other avenues in the weightlifting world or the
I'm
exercise?
too broken.
To powerlifting and everything.
I'm too broken. The last brushstroke is that I'm at a place where
Place being Get Strong, celebrating its 10-year
Yeah.
anniversary. Just want
Yeah.
to put that back in there.
but I'm at a place where mentally I can, like, she talks about all the hats that I wear. But
That's not a MAGA hat, by the way. I
No.
know people are looking at the camera. Turn it around so people can see
yeah,
it.
this is actually a clothing company that actually sponsors me.
Oh, very good. Everyday Ascend. Positivity. Wow, something I tried to get him to think about a few months. It feels like a few months ago, but it was about an hour ago. Let's talk about positive and Everyday Ascend.
Before
And-
we descend to hell.
Yes, and how Levi.
I love how he's talking about how I need to uplift when he's a full-blown atheist.
Listen,
Yeah, where's he uplifting to?
I try to pick people up every day in here.
To nail them.
Listen, okay, now here's the thing. There's nothing, and this happens a lot in my gym
Sure it does.
with my members. No, I'm about to be serious right now. Is one of the things I hate the most, and I'm sure most people do hate this as well, is bullies, right? But unlike some people, they won't speak up to them, and Levi will attest this. I will go after you if you come try to bully people. And one of the hardest things in my career is there are so many people that I deal with on a daily basis that they are their own bullies. And
I luckily didn't have that. My bully was my best friend.
I know, you're welcome. So that is a very hard thing to try to, because my natural instinct is to cuss this person out, being a bully, but they're bullying themselves. So like, how do I? So I've had a conversation.
So when you called me tons of fun,
Listen.
was that in response to you calling yourself pudgy?
When did I call myself pudgy?
I don't know, because
Yeah.
that's a pet peeve of yours.
I know. I don't. Yes, I guess.
So were you beating your own self up?
No, at
when
that
you
point-
called me tons of fun?
No, listen. You will have to edit all around this because I'm trying to make an actual nice point here, and now you're just trying to shit all over it.
I'm not. I'm speaking facts.
The fact, wow,
Because men's mental health guys.
yes, how we're sitting here with Levi's bully.
Yeah, men's mental health is being honest and truthful with yourself
And-
through
and-
your actions, not just your words.
and listen,
the words and actions of the Mr.
I was
Nigel
trying to do
Tyrone
something
event,
nice.
Mr. Nigel Tyrone.
I was
is
trying to be nice
You
and talk
be
about
as-
how I try to inspire people.
You inspired me to lose weight by calling me fat for 30 years.
Listen, it was like 20 years. Okay, it was the first 20 years of our relationship. It wasn't the last 10 years. Okay, one of my biggest pet peeves is bullies. I'm redoing the whole take. I'm starting all over again. You're making me do this all over again. So my biggest pet peeve are bullies, and in here, it puts me in a difficult position because there are so many members in here that are their own bullies, and the fact that you two are smiling knowing that I'm redoing this take is making it so much harder right now. Okay, and
I just
at one point, Levi was his own bully too.
He still is at times.
Yeah.
I fully admit that.
And I will say, for Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, tongue twister. There's too many M's. Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yep.
Okay, so Levi. It wasn't even like he was so there are members that literally will talk, like they will bad talk themselves, and like I do some self-deprecating humor in here, and
Self-deprecating.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? I will do it. I'll make fun of myself in here, and that's to add some levity to the room. But there are people in here that literally think they're trash, and they will talk about themselves like they're trash. And I'm like, I had to take one member. As she was leaving, I walked outside with her, and I said, hey, can I talk to you? And she was like, hey. I was like, the way you talk about yourself, that makes me very uncomfortable. And she's like, what do you mean? I was like, I'm very protective of my friends, and I'm very protective of my members, too.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like we're at that point where we're at that friend member line now, and the way you talk about yourself in here if somebody was talking about another person was talking about you the way you talk about you, I would ask them to step outside because I would offer them an ass whooping real quick. And so it puts me in a very awkward position because it eats me up inside to hear you talk about yourself this way. And I don't know how to handle this. And I know he's laughing about it right now because he doesn't think I'm being genuine right now. Or the fact that he doesn't think I can beat people up. One or the other.
No.
People magazine showcased you guys, but doesn't showcase the star of your wedding. You know,
Not the bride and groom.
Not the bride and groom. How many people came up to you after that wedding to say how inappropriate I was during the roasting? Or was I funny? Or
We had people leave, Nigel.
because of me? It happens. You know.
It was-
But Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
But no, I wanted to wrap it up because one, we've been here for a little bit. Two, we have a 2-hour drive, and three, we want to make sure that your time is valued. It's good that we're talking about men's mental health, even if it's mine. Like I understand, like look, I could be a subject matter for a lot of things and a lot of shit. I definitely
So
do that.
did we?
But I wanted to wrap it up with this. So I'm really happy and grateful that you take an investment in my mental health because I do self-deprecate myself a lot sometimes, and I know you kick my ass about it. I know you kick my ass about it, and I'm really grateful that you were there for that member, so that way you could be there for them, you know. But it's only because she paid you. If they know you the way that I know you, you have given me more mental health trauma for fucking free over the last 30 years than anything else.
The first
Nope.
20. We need to start
years.
the first
No,
20
not-
years.
20 years of weight loss, 30 years of friendship.
Yes.
Friendship.
Yes. But the first 20 years were
But she pays
quite,
you.
Yes.
So you did the best HR thing that you could.
No,
you could
that's
do.
not it. No.
Because look, let's be 1,000% here. If you truly love someone and you are truly invested in all of their friendship, you do not take them to scrupulous places where they have to shave their eyebrows.
I don't know this story.
You don't want to know the story.
And that's been another episode of Caffeine Controversy. Thank you guys so much for watching. We are here at Get Strong Gym celebrating 10 years, and we have 30 years of friendship here. I, of course, have been going back for this day. We're going to go throwback the luscious one. And then we have Miss PGP. And then we also
What's
have
PGP for?
Pale Ginger Pear.
Say that again?
Pale Ginger Pear.
Like
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because she's white and shapely. And then we have my man, Mr. Nigel Tyrone, a.k.a. Nigel Mania. Thank you, guys. We'll be back next week. Different place, possibly same time. But just make sure, keep your mental health on check.
Make sure you follow us on all platforms, you misfits. And just remember, caffeine is first. The filter is never.